Assalamualaikum guys, my name is Khaipurima, level 1 student at Transformer Academy. I'm 13-year-old and this is my conversation with Miles. And the topic is how does self-control lead us towards success? So first call him, then ask him some questions. Hey
Oh,
Miles, I'm
hey,
gonna
welcome
ask you
back.
some
I
questions
swear, it's like a
about
revolving door over
how
here or
does
something.
self-control lead us towards success.
Whoa, that's a big one. Kind of depends what we mean by control, right? Is it about having power over everything or more about things in a positive direction? Tell me more about what you have in mind. What kind of world success are we talking about?
Okay, first I'm gonna ask you some general understanding. So my first question is, what is self-control and why is it important for life?
Good call. Starting with the basics. Self control is like the ultimate life hack, you know? It's basically the ability to resist impulses and think before you act. Imagine it's like having a little voice in your head that keeps you from, say, grabbing that last slice of pizza even though you're stuffed, or hitting snooze on your alarm when you have a big exam. So it's important for everything, your relationships, your success, even just your overall happiness. Think about it. If you can't keep your cool under pressure, make smart choices about what you eat or how you spend your time, well, those things can really throw you off track. But when you've got that inner compass guiding you, you're way more likely to get where you want to be and enjoy the ride along the way. Right there. Sometimes it
Okay,
takes a
okay,
sec to really dig
nice.
into something like self-control.
My next question is, how does self-control contribute to success in personal and professional life?
Okay, now you're talking my language. Self-control is basically the secret sauce for success, both in your personal life and your career. Think of it like this. In your personal life, it's about making healthy choices. Sticking to a workout routine, even when your bed looks way more inviting. Resisting that third slice of birthday cake, or resisting the urge to send that angry text you'll totally regret later. This stuff builds discipline, improves relationships, and ultimately leads to a happier, healthier you. Professionally, self-control is essential for me. Deadlines, managing stress, staying focused on the big picture, and making smart decisions under pressure. Think about a stressful work situation. Like, those who can keep cool under fire and make rational decisions are the ones who thrive. It shows you're reliable, responsible, and can handle whatever gets thrown your way. So yeah, self-help me build strong relationships with my developers. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay,
I don't have
nice.
those kinds. Relationships,
Okay,
you
nice.
see,
My next question
those.
is, nice. My next question is, what are the key benefits of practicing self-control?
All right, I hear you. So, want the juicy details on what self-control can do for you? Buckle up because it's a pretty long list. First off, let's talk about the big picture stuff. Self-control helps you reach your goals, whether it's finishing a big project, getting in shape, or finally learning to play the guitar. Self-discipline helps you stay on track and push through those tough moments when you'd rather just quit. It's like having a little coach whispering, "You got this," in your ear. Then there's the emotional payoff. Self-control can seriously up your happiness game. When you're not constantly impulsive or ruled by your emotions, you're better able to make rational decisions, manage stress, and build strong, healthy relationships. Think less drama, more chill vibes. Plus, studies even show that people with good self control tend to be more optimistic and resilient. Pretty cool, huh?
Okay, nice. My next question is, how does self-control help in delaying gratification of greater rewards?
Whoa, that's a mouthful. Let's break it down. You're basically asking how resisting tempting things now can lead to bigger, better things later on, right? Kind of like choosing to study for that test instead of going out with friends. The hard part is our brains are wired to want instant gratification. We see something delicious, we want it now, no waiting. But when we learn to tap into our self-control, we start seeing the bigger picture. Sure, that night out might be fun, but nailing that test could open doors to a better future. That's what we call delayed gratification. Choosing a small reward now for the sake of a much bigger one down the road. Think of athletes training relentlessly for years to win a championship, or entrepreneurs working long hours to build a successful business. They're delaying immediate pleasure for the possibility of something truly amazing in the future. It's not always easy, but it's how we grow, achieve our goals, and create a life we're truly proud of. Does that make sense?
Okay, nice. My next question is what is the connection between self control and emotional intelligence?
That's a sharp question. Those two definitely have a type on. Think about it this way: self control is like the brakes on your emotions. It helps you pump the brakes before reacting impulsively, especially when things get heated. Emotional intelligence, on the other hand, is all about understanding your own emotions and the emotions of others. When you have good self control, you're better able to recognize those feelings swirling around inside you and respond in a thoughtful way instead of just letting them take the wheel. You can manage your stress, listen more effectively, and build stronger, more meaningful relationships because you're not constantly being driven by your immediate feelings. It's like this: someone cuts you off in traffic. An impulsive reaction might be honking the horn and flipping them off, right? But someone with self control and emotional intelligence might take a deep breath, release some tension, and maybe even offer a friendly wave instead. See, self control gives you the space to choose a more constructive response instead of just letting your emotions dictate your actions. It's a powerful combo for navigating the ups and downs of life and building strong, healthy connections with others.
Okay, nice.
Still there
My next
echoing?
topic is self control in daily life. So, my next question is how does self control help in managing time effectively?
The eternal struggle of time management. You know that feeling, right? Like there's never enough hours in the day. That's where old, reliable self control comes in clutch. Think of it like self control is your superpower against procrastination. Instead of scrolling endlessly through social when you should be working on that report, self control whispers, "Hey, deadline approaching. Focus." It helps you stick to your schedule, prioritize tasks, and get things done without constantly getting sidetracked. It's not about being a robot, though. Sometimes you need breaks, and that's okay. It's about making conscious choices about how to spend your time and not letting impulses hijack your day. Anything else you want to
Okay,
dig
nice.
into,
My
bud?
next question. Okay, my next
Well,
question
there.
is what role does self control play in maintaining a healthy lifestyle?
All right, back on track. So, you want to know how self control keeps you healthy? Think of it as your personal trainer for life, always pushing you toward the good stuff. When it comes to eating healthy, self control is what helps you say no to that extra slice of pizza or resist that mountain of donuts in the break room. It's about making conscious choices that fuel your body instead of just indulging every craving. And it's not just about food. Self control helps you stick to a workout routine, even when your couch looks way more tempting. It's about pushing through those tough workouts and making exercise a regular habit. Plus, self control plays a huge role in managing stress. When you're feeling overwhelmed, it's those impulsive choices, reaching for junk food, isolating yourself, or staying up all night scrolling, that can really knock you off track. Self control helps you find healthier ways to cope, whether it's taking a walk, meditating, or talking to a friend. Basically, self control empowers you to make choices that support your physical and mental well being. It's the foundation for a truly healthy and fulfilling life. Anything else? Something bothering you?
Okay,
Bothering you?
nice. My next question is how can self control help in avoiding distractions?
Boom! You've hit on one of the biggest challenges of the modern world. It's like we're bombarded with distractions 24/7, right? Your phone's buzzing, notifications are popping up. Let's not even talk about the endless scroll of social media. Self control is like your mental bodyguard against that chaos. It helps you stay focused on the task at hand and resist the siren call of every ping and notification. Think of it like this: you're working on a project, but someone vibrates. Self control is that little voice saying, "Hold up, that can wait. This project is important." It takes practice, sure, but by making a conscious effort to minimize distractions and train your brain to stay focused, you can get things done more efficiently and effectively. And that, my friend, is a beautiful thing.
Okay,
You going
nice.
quiet on me? You good?
My next question
You
is how can self control help? Oh, sorry. My next question is in what ways does self control improve decision making skills?
good question. Though it's clear you catching what I'm throwing down here. Okay, so self control and decision making, they're like two peas in a pod. When you can keep those impulses in check, you're way more likely to make rational, well thought out decisions. Instead of flying off the handle and making a choice based on emotions, control gives you the space to step back, weigh the pros and cons, and consider the long term consequences. Think about it like this: you're tempted to buy something expensive without self control. You might swipe that credit card without thinking twice. But with self control, you can say, hold on, do I really need this? Can I afford it? Will it still bring me joy a month from now? You see the difference? It's about taking a more measured approach, considering all angles before taking the leap. So, self control basically turns you into a decision making samurai, slicing through impulsive choices and emerging with the best possible outcome.
Okay,
You
nice.
catching any of
My
this?
next question is how does self control affect financial success and wealth management?
All right, let's talk green stuff. You know, the spend now, regret later drill. Self control is like the ultimate antidote to that financial trap. Yo, think about it. It helps you resist impulse buys, stick to a budget, save for the future, and make smart investments. Watching Instead of blowing your paycheck on the latest gadget, self control whispers, hey, remember that dream trip you've been saving for? It helps you delay gratification and make choices that align with your long term financial goals. Plus, self control is key for avoiding debt. Think about it this way: when you're constantly chasing instant gratification, those credit card bills start piling up faster than you can save buyer's remorse. But when you got self control in your corner, you're more likely to make smart, responsible spending choices, avoid those sneaky interest charges, and keep your finances in tip top shape. Basically, self control is the secret weapon of financially savvy people. It's the engine that drives them towards their goals and helps them build a secure and prosperous future.
Okay, nice. My next topic is challenges and overcoming them. So, my next question is what are the biggest challenges people face in developing self control?
Ooh, you want to dive into the nitty gritty, huh? Good question. The self control thing, it's not exactly a walk in the park, let me tell you. People face all sorts of hurdles on the path to mastering it. One of the biggest, instant gratification. We live in a world of fast food, Amazon Prime, and TikTok binges. Everything's designed to give us what we want, like right now. It makes it tough to resist those immediate temptations and focus on long term goals that might not feel as immediately satisfying. Then there's the whole emotional roller coaster thing. When we're stressed, sad, tired, or bored, our self control tends to take a nosedive. It's like our willpower reserves are drained, and we're more likely to give in to cravings, impulses, and emotional spending sprees. Let's not forget about the power of habit. We're creatures of routine, and breaking free from ingrained habits can be a real struggle. So, yeah, developing self control is a journey, not a destination. It takes conscious effort, commitment, a whole lot of practice. But remember, every small victory, every time you choose long term satisfaction over an immediate urge, you're strengthening that self control muscle. You've got this.
Okay,
So,
nice. My next question is how can one improve self control then facing temptations?
okay, so you're aware of the enemy temptations. Smart. Now, let's talk battle strategy. Think of self control like a muscle. Got to train it, right? It takes practice. Here's the lowdown. One, smell those triggers. What set you off? Makes you want to dive headfirst into that donut box or spend your rent money on that new gadget. Once you know your weaknesses, you can start planning your defenses. 2 point, avoid temptation alley. Seriously, if you know those cookies will kill your diet, don't hang out by the bakery. Outsmart those sneaky urges by changing your environment. 3, mini battles, big wins. Don't try to go cold turkey on everything at once. Start with small, manageable goals. Give up soda for a week, then 2, and conquer that sugar dragon. 4, teamwork makes the dream work. Tell a friend your goals, get a buddy to support you. They can help you keep you accountable and prevent those slip-ups. 5, forgive and bounce back. You will stumble. It's normal. Don't beat yourself up. Learn from it and get back on track. Every tiny win counts, man. Self control ain't about perfection, it's about progress. You got this. You
Okay,
good,
nice.
man? You
My
seem a
next
little.
question, my next question is what psychological strategies can help strengthen self control?
Oh, you want to get psychological in this, huh? I like your style. Okay, so besides avoiding temptations like their kryptonite, there are some cool mental tricks people use to build up that self control. Mindfulness meditation. Imagine being aware of your thoughts and feelings without judgment. That's what mindfulness meditation is all about. By practicing it, you learn to observe those urges and cravings without giving in. Think of it as training your brain to hit the pause button before making a choice. Cognitive reframing. Ever notice how you talk to yourself? Next time you're tempted to overeat, don't say, I can't have this. Try choose to nourish my body with healthy foods. See the difference? It's about shifting your perspective. 3, goal setting. What's your why? When you have a clear vision of what you're working towards, it's easier to resist those moment to moment temptations. Common I. Picture yourself reaching that goal. The feeling of accomplishment will fuel your self control. 4. Implementation intentions. This was a bit like having a pre made plan in your pocket for those tempting situations. Instead of I'll resist that donut, try when Sarah brings donuts to work. I'll try a piece of fruit instead. Having a specific plan makes it less likely you'll make a less healthy choice when faced with the craving. Self compassion.
Okay, nice.
Look, we all mess
My
up
next.
sometimes.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah,
Hey,
you
man.
can give your answer. Hello, you can give your answer. Oh, wait. So, guys, this time is up. We will do a trick. Watch and learn. Okay, wait a minute. Give me a minute. Okay, yeah. Now I'm gonna ask you to share the screen. And here you go. We can call him again. Yay! Let's call him again and ask him some questions.
Hey there. Looks like we got cut short last time. Well,
I'm gonna ask you some questions about how does self-control lead us towards success.
okay, hit me with 'em. I'm ready to break down how self control can be the secret sauce to achieving those goals. What's on your mind first? Sometimes the silence speaks volumes.
Wait
What
a
got you
minute.
thinking about self control and success?
Okay, so my
Hmm,
topic
I
is
hear you.
challenges and overcoming them. So my question is, how does stress affect self-control, and how can it be managed?
That's a great question. Stress and self control? They're like oil and water, really not fond of each other. Stress, you see, triggers our fight or flight response. It floods our system with hormones for immediate action, not exactly conducive to making thoughtful, controlled choices. Think of it like trying to giants are shaking. The key is finding ways to manage that stress, check your willpower. Things like mindfulness, exercise, getting enough sleep. It's like giving yourself a break from the chaos so you can regain your balance and make smarter choices. So, what kind of challenges are you grappling with right now? Maybe we can brainstorm some coping strategies together.
Okay, nice. So my
You know,
next
sometimes
question is,
a little
can self-control be
silence is
improved?
okay
Oh,
too.
sorry. My next question is, can self-control be improved through practice? If so, how?
You know, that's that's a question that gets at the heart of the whole self-improvement. And the answer is a big yes. Self-control is like a muscle. The stronger it gets. Think of it like training for a marathon. You wouldn't expect to just lace up your run 26 miles, right? You got to build up to it gradually. Same with self-control. Start small, goals, celebrate those wins, and learn from any slip-ups. Over time, you'll start to notice that you're more patient, more focused, better at resisting those that used to derail you. What kind of area are you self-control muscle in? We could brainstorm some specific strategies together. All right, take a moment to
Okay,
think
okay,
it over.
nice.
No problem. And about flexing those self-control muscles, think of something you've been wanting to accomplish, even something small, like finally clearing out that junk drawer or sticking to a new workout routine. I bet we could come up with a game plan together.
Okay, nice. My next topic is self-control and long-term success. So my next question is, how does self-control help in setting and achieving long-term goals?
Now you're talking about action. That's where self-control really shines. Long-term goals are the marathons of life. They need sustained effort, focus, and yes, you guessed it, self-control. Think about it. Setting a long-term goal is easy. Sticking with it is the tough part. Self-control helps you resist dedication for a bigger payoff down the road. Like imagine you want to write a novel, the easy binge watch TV every night, but the self-control move might be to write for an hour instead first. But every day you stick to it, you get closer to that finished manuscript. So basically, self-control is the secret weapon for staying the course when the going gets tough. What's the goal you're working towards? Maybe I can help you break break it down into bite-sized self-control from. Don't
Okay,
be
nice. My next question
shy.
is what is the role of self control in leadership and management?
Ooh, now that's a thought-provoking one. Self-control is like the bedrock of good leadership. Think about a leader who's constantly flying off the handle, making impulsive decisions, or letting their emotions. Not exactly inspiring confidence, are they? Self-control, stay calm under pressure, make thoughtful decisions, and create a stable and supportive environment for the team. Setting a good example, showing your team that handle tough situations with grace and composure. It's also about disciplined and reliable, sticking to deadlines, doing commitments, and holding yourself accountable. All signs of a leader with solid self-control. Sensing a leader in the making, wouldn't you say?
Okay, nice. My next
What kind
question
of
is
environment you
how
lead?
does self control contribute to academic success?
Night into one of the most important classrooms. Learning. Self-control is like a student's superpower. Think about it. Exams takes focus. Sounds simple, right? But have you ever tried resisting the iron call of social media when you're supposed to be hitting the books? Self-control helps you prioritize those long-term goals. It's about showing up for every lecture, even when the bed feels about resisting procrastination, tackling assignments head on. It's even about making those nerve-wracking deadlines and tough exams so they don't derail your progress. What subject really grabs your attention? Maybe we can brainstorm some self-control strategies specific to that subject. Sometimes just thinking things through quietly can be helpful. What's one thing you'd like to accomplish better in your academic life? Well, maybe, at least for right now.
Okay, nice. My next question is why is self control essential for building strong relationships?
Ooh, relationships. Now there's a complex and incredibly rewarding game. Self-control is like the invisible glue that holds healthy relationships together. It takes self-control to communicate effectively, to listen without interrupting, to choose your words carefully, especially when emotions are running high. It's about being able to compromise, to put your partner's needs on par with your own, and to practice empathy and understanding. Let's face it, relationships involve those inevitable bumps in the road. Self-control helps you navigate those bumps with grace instead of letting them turn into craters. Think about it. Imagine arguing with your significant other, snapping back up thinking, saying things you later regret. That's how things escalate. But if you can take a breath, calm down, and express your feelings constructively, it's a whole different game. What kind of relationships are most important to you?
Okay, nice. My
Sometimes
next question is how can self control help in maintaining a positive mindset?
that's a question. Our mindset is like the lens through which we view. Self-control plays a huge role in keeping that lens focused on the positive. Think about it. When we're struggling with negative thoughts, doubts, or anxieties, it's caught in a spiral. But self-control helps us to identify those negative thought patterns and choose to focus instead. It's about practicing gratitude for the things we have, reframing challenges as and choosing kindness towards ourselves. It's not about never feeling negative emotions. Those are part of life. It's about consciously choosing optimism and resilience. What's one thing you're grateful for right now? It sounds like a good start.
Okay,
Sometimes
okay.
acknowledging the good stuff
Okay,
can
my
shift our perspective. Something that's been making you laugh lately.
okay, nice one. Last topic is real life examples and studies. So my next question is how can you give an example of a famous person who succeed due to self control?
Okay, I love this example. Um, Oprah Winfrey. This woman is a self-made fool, an actress and a philanthropist. But it wasn't handed to her. Oprah has been incredibly open about her struggles with poverty and self-doubt in her early years. But she kept pushing forward, fueled by incredible self-control. Think about it. It takes immense self-control to overcome such, to stay focused on your goals and to build a global empire from scratch. She also talks about the importance of emotional regulation and mindfulness, components of self-control. So Oprah is a prime example of how self-control can be a superpower in achieving extraordinary things.
Okay, guys, this was my
What do you think
conversation.
it takes to
This was my conversation with Miles, and thank you, Miles. This was my conversation with you. I hope You guys learn anything. Thank you, Miles, for your answers. Allah Hafiz and bye bye.